Okay, so I'm actually going to start the video here. So this is the first video, and I'm pretty excited right now because I've completed the third iteration of the school. So here's the deal, right? Minecraft Educational Edition is free. It has to be registered through your school. So you should already have this. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I'm actually looking at my other computer over here, which I will explain to you once I get to that part. Closing all this. You can't see what I'm doing right now, but that's okay. Alright. Oh my gosh, my daughter has way too much stuff open on her computer over here. It's like she doesn't ever close anything. So, if you are a kid and you are watching this, do me a favor, don't leave all the crap open on your computer. This is why computers run slowly. Okay, so here we go. She does have Minecraft Educational Edition open, which is good. Okay, so it's free, or your school, I guess, pays for it, right? But I didn't pay for it, so Humble ISD already gave it to us. I just installed it. So you should have already installed it on your computer. If you don't know how to do that, you can literally just Google Minecraft Educational Edition. Make sure you put Educational Edition because it is different from regular Minecraft. And download it, read the instructions. It's not that complicated. So here we are. Okay. So I'm going to go into my HMS world, but I'm going to hit host this time because I'm going to host the world. This is the first thing I'm going to show you in making your own world. So I have it set up now. You're a teacher. This is mainly for teachers. Like if you're a student and you are going to try and make a world, maybe you want to bring a world back. I mean, you can follow the same things I'm doing. If you want to come back to class, you're one of my students, you want to come back to class with a working world, right? So you've created the world. But anyway, for mostly this is for teachers. Okay. So the first step is to make the world, right? So I made HMS in Minecraft. This is the third time I've done it, okay? And that is a full-scale Minecraft Humble Middle School. I have all the classes in there. I have everything that the school has in there. It's just not decorated because that's what we're going to do. We're going to build lessons in each one. But the first step to doing this, okay, if you are a teacher and now you're going to add your students, well, that's where the hosting comes in, okay? So you clicked host. If you didn't click host, okay, let's say you hit play. All right, so if I hit stop hosting and I hit play, well, I'm still going to click over here and then I'm going to start hosting. So there's really no change to what it is to host. It's just that it was faster. It already had the code for me, and I already know what I'm doing. But there's the two different ways to do it depending on where you're at. Now, as a teacher, you should be in your classroom. So normally I would be at school in my class, and we'd be on the Humble ISD Wi-Fi, or the network, the school network. Once you're on the network, okay, so for instance, here in my home, I'm on my Wi-Fi or my AT&T network. Well, my daughter's on the same network, so on her computer I would click join world, and then I would put in these different characters, right? So it's Steve, Alex, map, and then a cookie. and I hit confirm. Okay. Now I'm the creator of this world. Okay, Alexis H. So on my daughter's screen, I see HMS World hosted by Alexis H, and I hit confirm, and she's going to join the world. Now, as the teacher, because you created the world, or actually anybody who created the world, but we're assuming that it's the teacher. Kids create worlds all the time. But anyway, once my daughter gets in, you'll see that there's a adding. So there it is. Okay, so and so joined the game. So my daughter has joined the game because she's on my network. Okay, now my daughter is also on creative because the world is creative. Okay, but if you see, that's where she spawned right there. That's what I was looking for. That is the key component. Okay, that is the key component. So on her computer, I press double jump to see where I was, but there she is. So if I hit double jump, she'll go back down. Okay, and that was what I wanted to see. So now I know she is the first person that I have allowed into this world. This is a brand new world that I created. All I've done is make the school. Okay, this is my first time hosting in this world. So this is the essential spawn location. So this is where all the kids are going to spawn. And that's actually pretty good because that's right in front of the school, right? I couldn't have really been better unless I had gotten her right there by the loading bus, but this is a good spot. This is like right in the front of the school, and this is fantastic, okay? Because later on, I will most likely make a barrier, okay, that goes around the full school. Once I've completed everything and I know what my lessons look like, I'm going to create a barrier. So now knowing that the kids are going to spawn here, I can keep them completely within this barrier, okay? But that's the first thing you wanted to see, and I'll have her look at me, is where do the kids spawn, okay? So you have to do that by logging in through a kid's computer. That's a kid's account right there. Okay, so that's where the students will spawn. And the reason why I had to do this, okay, so there, I've created, I'm gonna close this because she doesn't need to be in here anymore. Actually, I'm gonna real quick put a marker. That's the spawn point. That tells me a lot. Okay, so save and exit. So say goodbye to my daughter. She's gone. I'm gonna wait for her computer to log out. But anyway, the reason why I had to do this, okay, the reason why I had to remake the school a third time was because we were in beta test, okay? So the first lesson that I ever made, actually no, not the first lesson I ever made. Let me not start there. The reason why I had to recreate the school is because the first world that I made, the first school that I made, the ones that the kids are playing in now, I had 2 semesters. I let 4th period in, and then 4th period repeated. So now those kids, they created things in the world on creative. I gave them too many liberties. Okay, so really let me get into this. This is actually a real good thing, right? So the kids are here. So you hit escape, right? So I'm gonna stop posting because there's nobody here. There's no point in doing that. But if you look at the settings, okay, this is the first thing. You're creating your world, right? So personal game mode, that's you as the teacher. So I could be in creative and have the default game mode be adventure, and then my students will come in. They'll be in adventure. But then you as a teacher will still be able to fly around and be creative. Plus the kids won't be able to kill you. That's key. The difficulty, you can set it to whatever difficulty you want. You can activate cheats. You have to activate cheats if you want to have code builder. Code Builder is not available right now, and I wonder why. That might be because I'm in creative. I think you can't be in creative with Code Builder, but I'll start researching those things. But that's why I'm making these videos, to show you, how all this stuff works. I have perfect weather on. Uh, I've done all these things. You can turn player versus player damage so the kids can't kill each other, but I'm going to show you why I'm not going to do that. We're going to get into all this, but these settings are extremely important, okay? And here's the deal. Once my fourth period did what I expected them to do last semester, and they showed me that Minecraft was a viable thing, and I'm going to be completely honest, all my classes showed me that it was a viable thing, but fourth period really took it to the next level, okay? And showed me all the things that I could really be doing with my class because they ate it up. And then I went back over the Christmas break, and if you look back at my videos, you'll see all the stuff that I've done. And when I came back Christmas break, from January until basically spring break, okay, the kids were loving the mission, the lessons that I had created, doing the quest, and it was a very short thing. It was a couple of rooms. I didn't even do a lot. They ate it up and they loved it. But there was problems in that world because when I first built that world, I made another portal. I was doing different things. I was testing different things out, and it changed the world irreversibly. Okay, so for instance, if you make a nether portal, then you're setting that nether portal to that location. So now, anytime a kid makes a nether portal, they would go back through the original nether portal even if you destroyed it. That's a problem, especially in the world that I had, because kids were able to make nether portals and get to access areas I didn't want them to access because I had borders up, but it was too late because nether portals go through borders. So you have to really understand how you're making the lessons, because the kids will figure out all the tricks. They will get around it. They're going to try and hack you. They're going to try to hack your game. Okay, and you kind of have to be better at them then, and that's the point of these videos, to show you how to do it so you can create your own world that's foolproof, that your kids can't break through, because you're the teacher and you want to design lessons that the kids are actually going to do. And if the kid can get around your stuff, then he doesn't have a real reason to do the lesson you're trying to get him to do. Okay. And I have a fix for that, and that's actually my first lesson is what do you do with the kids that are going to fool around. So I'm going to show you what to do, but like I said, that's the next lesson. Today was just finding the spawn point, which we did. Very good.